Previously on Survivor Boston. After 2 straight losses, Katai was desperate for a win. And after an intense game of Steal the Bacon, Katai was finally able to secure safety for the week.
I'm not gonna forget, when we did win and we were all on the ground, bear hugging each other. And so the team morale was definitely at an all-time high.
At the Temple of Risk challenge, Anissa earned the legacy advantage, but took another risk by lying about the advantage's true power.
What happens is after the second vote is read, that is when I can use it. And it would have to be before the third vote.
Oh, okay.
And I can't use it on anything.
That's so interesting.
On Fotia, the dominant alliance of Zach, Maddie, Swetha, Anna, and Finn debated between who from the minority to vote out, with the target landing on Max. An intense tribal council saw Max make a last-ditch effort to sabotage Finn's game.
I understand that he saw me as someone that was Madison, but I feel like if he explained the case, I would have followed him suit.
I did explain the case.
You did after the case.
But that went in vain.
Max, it's been rebuffed.
13 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Okay, we just got out of tribal. Max got sent home, which was literally what I wanted. So I feel pretty good. It's a weight off my shoulders. I was so nervous going into this because I'm glad that my team didn't really vote against me, but it was so close. It was literally between me and Max, one of us was gonna go home. And literally hearing all those votes for my name, so nerve-wracking. But I think I played it, I think I was able to play it off well.
So I did decide to vote out Carly just because I knew that Max had the votes to be sent home either way, and I felt like had I voted with everyone and voted for Max, it would have seemed super suspicious. It would have seemed super suspicious because I had been saying that I was going to vote out Carly and Zach. And it would have, I'm stumbling over my words. Had I voted out Max instead of Carly, it would have been obvious that right after Max and Zach's conversation, me and Zach were talking. And even though people know that me and Zach are talking, which is fine, as long as I think that voting for Carly definitely helped diffuse that a little.
Okay, cool. So, what do we want to talk about? How did you feel about tribal?
I mean, it was really sad.
I know, it was really sad. It was just super tense, I think. Everyone was just so on edge about it. And people obviously knew how they were voting and no one wanted to talk about it.
I definitely, when Max went home, I was well, me and Marlon are kind of fucked. They have a majority. It's just the two of us. They meaning Swetha, Anna, Maddie, Finn, and Zach. And we were getting ready to make some moves about who we should ally ourselves with now. And we were thinking Anna and Swetha because Maddie had my name in her mouth when she talked to Max, and that's not a good feeling, and we'd rather align ourselves with people who hadn't really talked shit.
I guess I'm just hoping from now on maybe me, you, Marlon, and Anna can kind of just have an open line of communication between the 4 of us, just in case we do lose another challenge that we can talk this time, and
I want to
come to more of a consensus, at least on our side, and then talk to Maddie and Zach and Finn and stuff like that. If you're down for that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Especially I'm fairly positive it's gonna be a tribe swap tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm and I'm I just want to know that
we're gonna have each other's back.
Yeah. Because I would have your back if we were on a tribe swap,
me too. I would have your back. I'd have pretty much anyone on our tribe's back.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm hesitant about is Maddie and Zach.
Yeah.
It was very clearly her, Max, and Marlon, and then the rest of the 5 of us. So I think we were honestly just kind of scared by her and scared of the a potential tribe swap and worrying that she wouldn't be someone that one of us could trust. She doesn't give away a lot. With Max, he kind of has a big mouth, so he would give away a lot of what he's feeling, show his emotions a lot, but not Carly.
No use dwelling on the past.
I know.
Okay.
Tea.
Oh, they have enough of me for today.
Okay.
All right, are you guys ready for your next immunity challenge?
Yo!
Yes. First things first, Katai, I'll take back immunity. Thank you. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. But first, drop your buffs.
Oh!
It'd be like switching tribes.
It'd be like that. Oh.
I can't believe it.
All right. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to collect all your buffs. We're going to put them in a pillowcase and then you're going to draw it out of the pillow.
Katai was feeling so good. Like we were like, yeah, we're all united. This is great. And I think we all kind of knew like what was gonna happen next if we did have to go to tribal and stuff like that. But we totally knew it was gonna happen because we were like, this is too good. We were feeling too good right now.
You got like. All right.
Let's also get quiet for this.
I've actually
Anthony is on Fotia.
Oh, this is crazy.
Jackie staying on Katai.
Oh my god.
Engage moving to Fotia.
Alternating here.
Oh wow.
Anissa staying on Katai. Good old shake. Austin moving to Fotia.
So like alternating.
Oh my god. Ben staying on Fotia. Anna moving to Katai. Carly staying on Fotia. Maddie staying on Fotia. Zach moving over to Katai. Swetha staying on Fotia. And last but not least, Marlon moving over to Katai, which means that Hallie will be also on Katai.
I was not happy that we were having a tribe swap because we had just gotten to a really good place in Katai where we all really trusted each other and we had like been through a lot with all the tribal councils. We had just won a challenge, so we weren't like super excited about doing the tribe swap, and I had this feeling in my gut that I was going to be split up with Big H, which I was really sad about because we're working so closely together.
Alright, so on Fotia, we have Austin, Anthony, and Big H as former Katai members, and we have Maddie, Carly, Swetha, and Finn as former Fotia members. Big H, how are you feeling about your new tribe?
Nervous. We'll see how it goes.
Alright, cool.
I think the tribe swap killed my game. I have one close ally on Fotia. I'm on Fotia now, which is Anthony, and then I was so mad when Austin, first of all, pulled out his bandana, and then when Swetha pulled hers out after that, I was furious. Like, the fact that they're together and on the same tribe as me and Anthony gets me so angry.
Then on the other side of things, on Katai, we have Jackie, Anissa, and Hallie, who's not here, all staying on the same tribe. Marlon, Anna, and Zach all joining, having an even split of 3 Fotia and 3 Katai. Marlon, how does this change the game?
I don't know. I'm like they said, I'm kind of scared. I gotta feel out the new dynamic. I mean, I still got some of my old teammates with me, but you know, gotta see how the new ones are.
My first thought when I pull out a gray buff is shit. I don't know why, but for some reason I had tied my like tribe personality so much to that red buff and to Fotia and like the fire and everything. Like I had put so much of my soul into that. So pulling out a Katai buff was terrifying. I think I felt my heart sink.
For today's immunity challenge, we are bringing back a challenge from season 1, going all the way back. You'll be facing off against a member of the other tribe. The goal is to knock off their cup and have it hit the ground before they do that to yours. So we'll have Katai come over here. Fotia, y'all will go over there. We'll give you a minute to strategize. All right, for our first matchup, we have Jackie going up against Swetha. For immunity. Survivors ready?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Go.
It's Jackie. Scoot away from her. Keep it away. You got this. You got this, Jackie. Jackie, far away from her. Far away.
Neither of them changed tribes.
Playing 6. Alright. Give me Finn, give me Zach. Alright. Alright. Survivors ready? Go.
Careful, careful, careful. More defense, more defense.
Oh, I'm so close.
Then watch your plate.
Yep,
Careful.
yep,
You have to
got
focus
it.
on yours more than his. Focus on yours more than his.
Focus on what, Anissa?
You got it, Zach.
Literally, this is like on for
This is
hours.
getting on.
I am. Wait, where did you get your shirt?
Oh, that's a good question. I actually from the Urban Outfitters sale section.
Sale, nice.
Well, I'm a queen on a budget, so.
It's by full price. I'm literally quaking right now. Like
You are? You're shaking?
Watch your plate, watch your plate, watch your plate.
Someone's gonna ask me to move.
Careful, careful. It's one, it's one, it's one.
Our next matchup, we will have Carly taking on Anissa. All right.
Why am I getting data on the right?
For immunity, survivors ready. Go. Circling around each other like sharks.
Scared me like a lot.
You got it, you got it.
Carly swatting.
Oh, Anissa's taking.
Anissa's just slowly creeping up on Carly.
You're cornered.
Careful,
Anissa.
Carly, not fucking fair.
Watch it.
Carly. Anissa scores for Katai.
You got it.
Yeah, 2 engage versus 1.
Yes, Marlon. Engage.
2-1 versus yes.
Alright, let's go. Are we starting?
Marlon! You have to keep it away from our body. Come on, Big H. Yes. Make sure it's as far away from him as possible.
Be careful.
You got it. Marlon, watch your plate. You're tripping. Watch your plate. Watch your
Ooh, I
plate.
like this deck.
Oh, wait, there you are. Marlon, why do you have your
Keep it far away.
butt like a napkin?
No, Marlon. You got it.
It's all about balance.
Oh!
Alright,
Touch his chest. Alright,
Yeah.
touch his chest.
What's the score right now?
3-1 Katai leads.
Our next matchup, we have Anna taking on Maddie.
Come
Come on, Maddie, you got this.
Keep it farther away. And I need to have to keep your arm extended.
Also, just more tribe mates coming together.
Careful, careful.
Survivors ready.
Come on, Maddie.
Go.
Trying to stay balanced.
Maddie's is still alive, but barely hanging.
Just make her move. Just make her move.
Maddie, take your back.
Touch with the other hand. Anna touch with the other hand. Yeah, you guys got the point.
Yeah,
Anna touch with the other hand. So it is 3-2.
It is 3-2. Katai in the lead.
Oh yeah, it's Anthony and Anissa.
Anthony taking on Anissa. Again, former tribe mates. Hang on. Go back.
I didn't know you had to say start.
They lose.
Alright, survivors
ready.
Yeah,
You got this.
survivors ready? Go.
Say go.
Watch the place.
Watch your plate.
And let her around. Shine.
Watch your plate.
Watch out. You got this.
Keep her cornered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're out of there.
Katai leads 4-2, needs 6 to win.
sorry,
Give
what?
me Marlon, give me Austin.
Alright. Marlon taking on Austin to tie up 4-2. Survivors ready. Go.
Gotta keep it balanced. Keep it far away. Keep it far away. You're like, no, watch your leg, Marlon. You got it. Watch your balance. Stay balanced, Marlon. Stay balanced. Stay balanced.
Okay, like a stick.
Watch out. Watch out. He's gonna strike. Watch out.
Austin circling Marlon. The shark waiting to attack his friend.
Watch coming. Watch your play.
Austin drops. Marlon scores for Katai. Katai up 5-2.
Katai gets the next one, they win. Alright, now everyone has gone. Now each tribe picks who they want to go. If Fotia doesn't get this point, then Katai wins.
You did. I like, hello.
Alright, H versus Anissa.
Anissa fighting for immunity. Big H fighting to keep his tribe alive. Playing to 6. Survivors ready. Go.
Watch your play. Watch your play. Watch your play.
Cool. Yeah.
Watch it. Watch it. Watch it.
Fotia staying alive. 5-3.
Alright, now each tribe chooses someone from the other tribe.
Oh, what?
Alright, who we got from Fotia?
Oh, for us? Oh, we picked Carly.
Carly. And who we got from Katai?
We picked Jackie.
Jackie taking on Carly.
Really just stay focused on your slate.
Fighting for immunity. Carly to keep the tribe alive. Survivors ready.
Carly,
Ready to survive.
You got it.
Go.
Carly.
Jackie, focus on your play. Watch your play. Watch Jackie. Watch your play. And then Jackie, watch your play. Play your play. Your play.
Sorry, Jackie.
Make her nervous. Make her nervous. Get her in the
Watch your partner move.
Watch your
You have to
play.
play. You're fine. Extend your plate, left arm. Extend your left arm.
Carly.
Stick up, Jackie. Jackie.
That was iconic.
Katai, come get immunity.
Yes, Jackie.
Save from your first Save from your first tribal council as new tribe. Fotia, unfortunately I don't have the same news for you. Tribal council with one of us. You will be the 5th person of this game.
Additionally, for this immunity challenge, there was a reward involved. Katai, you will all receive a clue to the hidden immunity idol. That will come via the new group chat that we will make on Slack right after this. It's alright, you guys are all set. Grab your stuff, head on out.
Thank you.
That was like the first time I've ever felt helpful in a challenge. So that was good for me, that I wanted to like show myself as someone who could like in crunch time like win a point or something.
Hello, I have this. She's beautiful. She's gonna go in my room. I'm gonna show her off.
Yeah, I felt it was hard being split up with Austin because I didn't like have like a big ally anymore. Like I was definitely like more on my own. Like I had Maddie and Anissa, but we were never particularly close like me and Austin were, so it was definitely like a different game. And then I was also bummed out because I was like, oh, like I feel like Finn would be another person that I could see myself aligning with that's also kind of a strong player.
I'm placed with Anna and Marlon of Old Fotia, which was great in terms of Anna. Like, I love Anna, part of the Core 5 Alliance and everything. Marlon, of the people, of like Marlon and Carly, I'd rather have been with Marlon, which is good. Anissa is literally so shady. I've like heard she won the Temple Risk Challenge at one point, like thus getting her a clue to the idol, so we don't know if she has an idol, but she just to me is like playing such a good game, and it's a sneaky game, and like I think she'd be someone who would be very hard to convince to vote against her own tribe or like what is it, Nataki? Katai. Wait.
Since we won the challenge, we got a clue to the immunity idol, which was super vague because no one even knew where this other idol was. And now that we had a tribe swap, no one really knew if they were safe on their tribe because you think you have the majority, but you actually don't know. So it was a really big deal that we got a clue. So when I finally got the clue, because it took a while to get sent to us, I was walking back from lacrosse practice. If there's a hole, it generates. I'm here with someone from lacrosse. There's a hole in here that it generates. I think it's just a hole in the brick. That's a hole.
I don't know.
I really think it's in here. We're like looking at this wall and there's a hole protruding, and I look, we searched the whole wall, by the way. Like, it wasn't very easy to find where this hole was. That's a hole. Wait. Oh my god, it's it.
No way.
It is. There's string.
No, is that a...
No, there's something in there.
I don't know if that's it.
It's paper though.
Who has small hands like that?
I don't know. I need to get it out though.
What if it's not it?
I think it was tied to that string and I took it off the string. I think I was supposed to pull it out with the string, but it got caught.
Take this out.
Okay. Oh my god. It's for have you ever heard of Survivor Boston?
Anissa.
I'm on the cast and wait, is this it?
Is it it?
Yeah, can you record me? I have to record this. And then I found it. I just screamed and fell on the floor. I was like, yes, this is the immunity idol. I didn't even read the piece of paper, by the way. I just thought I won the immunity idol. I was like, yes, this is great. Congratulations, you have found part of the hidden immunity idol. The hidden immunity idol will keep you safe from being voted off at tribal council. However, this is only half of the idol you seek. In order for this idol to be fully mature, you must find the other half. Finding the other half is simple, however, obtaining it will take a risk. At the next tribal council, you must cast a minority vote, meaning you cannot vote for the person going home. Once you successfully vote for somebody in the minority, you can receive the other half of the idol in your next confessional. This offer will only be valid at the next tribal I attend. In theory, if I cast a minority vote, someone on my team could be going home, or that could tie up votes. So I kind of want to wait until merge to cast the minority vote so that my vote isn't that big of a deal. Because I don't want to activate my idol by sending one of my allies home, because that's not going to help me in the long run. So it feels amazing to have two advantages in the game. I have the legacy idol, which is a super awesome idol that I lied about that people think is going to keep me safe until the top 6. So in theory, I'm in it for the top 6. If people believe that, they have no reason not to believe it. And then I have this other idol, which isn't activated yet, but it can be activated. I feel really great right now. I honestly feel so safe. Technically, I'm not safe though. I'm just as unsafe as everyone else because neither of the idols can help me in the next tribal council.
We just had a tribe flip, and I still have Marlon and Zach on my team from Fotia, but then we got paired with Anissa, Jackie, and Hallie, who was not there during the challenge. And we won the challenge, which was iconic and great, but it just makes me nervous for when we do have to make a decision, since new Katai is now 3 Fotia, 3 Katai. If we have to make a decision, someone's gonna have to flip. And I trust Marlon and Zach, but I also don't know. You never know what this game's gonna drive people to do.
Okay.
Hi. Hello.
Welcome to my tribe.
Yo, what's good? Word.
I like our tribe.
Yeah, no, I do. I do too.
Yeah.
It's no. Going into the swap, I'm kind of nervous because my biggest ally, Carly, is on the other side. She's on New Fotia. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of ganged up on her, but I don't know. Maybe she can pull through. When I got the clue, I sent it to Carly, and Carly happened to be near where the clue was, and so when she went to go check for the idol, it was already snatched. So.
In the middle of the day, Marlon texts me and says that he got the clue and he sent me the clue. And the minute that I'm walking into Paramount, Anissa's walking out. And I'm like, shit, she got the idol. I'm convinced. These theater kids, of course, hanging out in the hallway, we're talking about Survivor and talking about how the people of Survivor hide an idol, and then they saw me looking for it, and like some girl was like, shh, like don't tell her they found it. And I was like, okay.
Okay, so on a different note, everybody in this room right now is the only people who know that you have the idol. Just so you know.
Wait, what do you mean?
You have the idol.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
that,
so
like,
wait, so how did
I
you-
told him, but like, that's where it stops.
Okay, I told everyone on my tribe.
You told everyone on your tribe?
Because they all knew that I went.
Oh, really?
And it was only 3 of us.
On your, you mean your old tribe or?
The old tribe.
Okay,
Oh,
gotcha.
so
because
Anthony
Anthony told the whole tribe about his. Yeah, because Anthony was in the same room, and the only reason I did was because I didn't want to. I really didn't.
I
But-
like thought you were gonna
Wait,
keep
did
that,
I ever
like,
explain
tight.
to you what it is?
What, the advantage that you got
Yeah.
from Temple of Risk now?
Okay, well then I have to explain it because it's not really an idol.
Okay.
But
okay.
But, yeah, no, that's why I was kind of confused about why you said that because I was like, wait,
So
but
you don't have... No, wait, the clue. I just saw you walking on Paramount. You didn't find it?
No, I was not in Paramount looking for an idol.
You were?
Oh.
No, I have an idol from the Temple of Risk.
Wait, then who found the idol?
Someone found the idol?
No one found that
We
idol.
just got the clue.
Yeah, word. I thought you were talking.
No. So
No, the idol's still out there.
No. I went to Paramount.
I
went
saw
to
you,
Paramount.
but I was
yeah,
with Jenna.
I saw you, and I thought so. The clue. I was like, we were shopping in Downtown Crossing, and I was like, what if it's in the Paramount basement?
That's what I was
with the
thinking.
rocks.
That's what I was
And I was
thinking.
like, why don't we
That's
just go check? So we went and checked.
And then, like, as we're meeting, they're like, so you have the idol. I thought they were referring to the other idol that I had from, like, Temple of Risk Challenge, like the Legacy idol. But I hadn't told them that I had that idol. So I was like, how did you guys know about that? Like, who told you that I had the Legacy idol? And she was like, oh, I saw you in Paramount today. So then I actually had to tell her about the other idol since I brought it up. But I was like, oh, I don't have the idol. What do you mean?
Like, I was looking for it, and the guy was like, they already found it.
Damn. Okay,
Someone
so someone
already
has it.
found
So
it?
someone has
So someone has it. I thought it was you.
No, I don't have, my thing is called the Legacy idol, but I got it from Temple of Risk.
So someone must have
But
gone
somebody
there.
must have already found it.
Because someone just
I
told
bet
you.
you it's Anna.
From our tribe.
And, oh.
Does she
She
live
lives
in
in
Paramount?
She does live in Paramount.
She knew it was a girl, so she thought it was me. And honestly, that makes perfect sense. She went down there after seeing me, and then the theater people told her that someone already got it. But I convinced Carly that I didn't, so Carly now thinks Anna has the idol.
We think that Anna has the idol because she lives.
Because she lives in
It's a
Paramount.
girl?
Yeah.
And a girl got it because the people down there said
It
that
really
she
seems like
got
I
it.
got the
So-
idol. Like,
It really
not
does
gonna
seem
lie,
like
like it
Anissa
seems
got
like I
it,
got the
but-
idol.
Yeah.
But I was just in PCAP for like probably 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But like I didn't see rocks also. I just saw
The
like,
rocks. You have to go.
Yeah, you have
it's
to like
in the
go.
hallway.
It's like in the hall. Yeah.
It's in the hallway. Like the walls. It's hard to.
It's really hard to explain.
You're
You have
fine.
to
You're
see
good.
it.
Yeah.
So someone found the idol, but it wasn't Anissa. And then we were like, well, who found the idol? And it really only made sense that Anna found the idol because she lives in Paramount and everybody else on Katai lives off campus besides Marlon. And I know it wasn't Marlon, so it like must have had to be Anna.
the only people on our
She
tribe.
lives in Paramount. Like,
Yeah.
like she's the only one who lives in Paramount, and
the
everyone
whole-
else.
It's the most likely.
And
But I don't plan on ever telling anyone about the idol except Big H because I don't even want people to ask me for it and then not like me because I didn't give it to them. We haven't filmed in such a long time, but we're still the strongest alliance in Survivor.
She got 2 idols. This is my girl. We're not going home anytime soon.
Nope. See
Oh my
it in the
God.
final 2.
Literally.
Bye.
We did that.
How are we feeling? I think that obviously getting split up sucks because like we have a good thing going.
Yeah.
But this was like gonna happen.
The hard part, I think, especially for Anthony, Big H, and myself, is that, you know, we were the ones who were drafted over to New Fotia, and we're the minority because there's 4 original Fotia members, and then there's the 3 of us. And so I think that originally we were kind of like, oh, like, you know, what might happen? Because if the 4 old members really wanted to, they could just vote one of us out because they have the majority.
I feel like I don't know anyone else to know what their move is.
Yeah.
Like what they're planning.
I'm not sure though. Apparently they were gonna go for Carly, and then last minute decided to go for Max. And so I am kind of hoping that some of the people on that team still want Carly out.
Yeah.
And so that it's kind of taking that off of us because I think it's easy to assume that like because we're the minority and like we're the new people to the team that like if their people are coming for one of us.
Yeah, I'll just go with what the majority is as long as it's not
Yeah,
us
yeah.
3.
Yeah.
That's what I did last time.
If I had to like pick and I had like the full power, I would probably vote Carly out.
And this is purely a logistical thing. It's that Carly's been late to most of our challenges and we end up starting late because of it. And I'm just kind of like, I want to get this over with and, you know, keep going and move on.
Is there like anyone we would want to work with?
Yeah, I mean, I can try talking to like Maddie or something.
Just to further prove the fact that Austin is trying to hide his alliance with Swetha, he said, oh, I trust Maddie, so I'm going to talk to Maddie. And I said, and in my head, I'm like, really? I know you're talking to Swetha. You could have just said Swetha. Knowing that he still hasn't said anything makes me not trust Austin anymore at all. Like, I will still work with him in any way I can, but I will never trust him.
Especially with the minority thing, like it's just kind of important to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if they're all feeling a certain way, then like hopping on, hopefully not any of the three of us, but like if they all want to do something, like I would just be like, okay, I'm gonna ride that wave out.
Yeah.
If one of old Fotia goes home, then it's like that's a much safer bet because then it's really just like 3-on-3. After that, I feel like 2 or 3 more people, and then they're just gonna merge.
I'll be back with the time.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm on Fotia now.
We're on the same team.
That's
we
the
love
good-
a team member.
That's the good part.
Yes.
With Katai, every time we went to Tribal, I sort of knew what was happening. And I knew I was safe, but this time around, I have no idea what's happening and I could be in really great danger. So with my disadvantage, I'm not gonna be able to vote.
What? This tribal, you're not going to be able to.
I think that's my disadvantage.
You don't know for sure, though.
I don't, but I feel like that's what it's gonna be. I think, like, and Austin knows, and Hector knows, and you know. So I think what should happen is Austin, Swetha, Hector, and I, and you, work together. But like, my thing is, since you already kind of have a target on your back, because I don't know yet, because I don't want Swetha to go after you, so I'm gonna try to gear it towards Maddie and Finn. As Katai, we always saw Fotia as this very hostile environment where people were afraid to point fingers at a person in fear of getting eliminated. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, you are in danger this week.
You think?
I 100% believe it, but like I said, I'm going to try my hardest to make sure you survive this week.
Yeah.
If we like vote along old lines, then we have a majority, and like we could probably carry all 4 of us to merge like through that if we like vote together. But that's like the big if, because Swetha and Austin, like they're good friends outside of Survivor. Like literally from day one, we've all thought that they might have like an alliance later on if they ended up on the same tribe or like in merge.
Right now in Fotia, you, Hector, and I are the ones that are in danger this week.
You think?
Austin has no reason to turn on Hector and I because we were loyal to his about 2 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason for him to turn on us. He has every reason to trust us.
Yeah.
And if he trusts us, that means Swetha will trust us.
Even though like at first I was like, okay, for Fotia, like that doesn't really mean much to me at this point. Like, I don't know if it means much.
Okay, Austin pulled it out. I was like, okay, whatever. When Swetha was pulling hers, I was like, Katai, 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 Katai. And when she pulled out red, I was so pissed. Yeah. Austin was so like comfortable then and like so confident and stuff. And I was like, you weren't like that. You weren't like that in Katai.
She had Swetha. When Maddie pulled it out, I'm like, fuck. And then when Finn pulled it out, I'm like, fuck. Then Carly pulled it out, I'm like, okay, easy out. Even though we kind of need Carly for our vote and merge, I think we have to vote her out. That's probably going to be our safest bet because the thing is, Austin sort of has no reason not to trust us.
True.
We voted with him at both tribal councils we went to.
Oh, fuck. So we just have to make sure we get through this week.
We get through this week and we win next week, we're perfect.
The worst case scenario would obviously be if I go home, but then if Anthony goes home, that would just crush me personally, like emotionally, but also crush my game. He's like my second person to go to, and he's a friend, so that would suck. This week I met with Austin and Anthony, and we thought that Carly should be the best person to go. I think that trying to work together with the Katai and trying to get out an old Fotia would be hard just because there's only 3 of us and 4 of them, so they'll always outnumber us. And it's kind of unlikely for one of them to flip over. I'm so scared it's going to be one of us going.
I wouldn't say it's old Katai versus old Fotia, but I would say that old Katai knows that old Fotia has numbers and they're now figuring out what the hell they have to do with that. Big H, I don't know. I think Big H is playing really hard. I think he thinks he's being slick, but he's like not. I feel like he is someone that just gets super paranoid, and he'll see one of us walking across the street and he'll immediately like look and be like, where are they going? So I think Big H seems very paranoid, but that's my first impression. I don't really know him that well. Anthony, I do not trust Anthony at all. Anthony is playing a really strong social game. From my knowledge, he was the one that orchestrated Jess's eviction. I have never heard his name brought up anywhere, and that to me is really dangerous, just because I can tell, even talking to him, I can tell that he's really social, but I feel like I kind of see through that, and I can see what his game is, and his game is being really social while manipulative at the same time.
Obviously, like, the 4 Fotia members could target Anthony or Hector, and we don't want that because I want to keep them around because they're the only, like, really people I can trust at this point on this new tribe. Austin could decide to target me and get Swetha and Maddie to vote against me and vote me off.
Alright, so first off, I want to clear the air. Last week with Max.
Yes, I want to do the same thing.
Yeah, so
I really came to the fact that like Finn would be a better person to approach because out of Maddie and Finn, I think he was the less likely to go running to Swetha and tell her that I was like making moves and wanting to meet with him alone.
We like were kind of in an alliance since day one.
Which
and
which I totally get.
Okay.
Like that was
Thank God.
I had no harsh feelings. I like because it was sort of like you guys had to choose someone, and I was like I would like to say like I'm not. I like he was like, oh, Finn's not trustworthy, but I feel like I am. So like, and I'm really, especially because we come from the same tribe. I am much more willing to like work with you, and I trust you a lot more than I do like the 3 guys from Katai.
Yeah. I'm like, that's where I'm at too.
I feel like a lot closer with Carly because she's a super strong player, and going into this week, I think she was really scared because after she lost Max and now her closest ally Marlon isn't on her tribe, she basically had to start from square one, and I feel like she trusts me a lot more, especially over Swetha and Maddie. Because we reached out to her, I like apologized for what happened with Max, which I don't even know what I apologized for. I think I just said I was sorry for something.
I'm just a little bit worried about Swetha, to be honest, because I know her and Austin are friends. Have you gotten that vibe at all? I don't know if I'm just imagining that.
I've gotten that vibe from Maddie.
Really?
And Austin. Even though Swetha and Maddie are close with Austin, that's who I would like to see go home. He did not reach out to me, I did not reach out to him. He has been kind of sneaking his way through, and I'm sure he thinks that he's gonna keep that up this week.
Yeah.
And that's why, going into this, I kind of want to see if we can send Austin home.
That's literally why I'm here. I'm so
I don't
glad
know,
you
like
said
that's like what I want. That's what I want to do, but I don't think
they'll want to do that.
I don't think they're gonna want to do that.
I'm worried about that
only
too.
like because they're friends. Like
Yeah,
I don't
because
know
they're friends.
what
Mhm.
I don't know. We'd really have to like finesse something. But
Yeah. And so like I like don't think when we like meet with them tomorrow that they're gonna bring up Austin, but like
No.
he should be in the mix, you know?
I can bring it up because I feel like they won't. Like I feel like if you bring it up right away, they might be like kind of suspicious.
I know.
But I feel like if I kind of work it in a little, like
We kind of like were throwing around Austin's name a lot. Anthony's been gunning for Austin since day one, and like if we could get the votes to vote off Austin, that would like take a big player right out of the game, and it would dismantle like whatever alliance Swetha would have with Austin, or even Maddie would have with Austin. Like they can't really be mad at us for wanting to get off Austin because he's from the other tribe originally.
This is so different.
It's weird. I know.
It's so weird. Okay.
Are there people that like? Because the thing is, for me, like, I'm not like 100% like committed to
Old Fotia?
Old Fotia.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys are the same way with that.
Yeah. I feel that. I think we're on the same page. Like, I feel like I know people in Old Katai that like are loyal, and I know people who are like shady.
Yeah.
And I know the people who are playing like an honest game and who aren't. So,
who's not playing an honest game?
Oh, are we already throwing names?
I want to know. You just said it.
Okay, so I don't know if you know. I'm pretty sure it's like so obvious that Austin and Swetha are like best friends.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like.
Wait, what?
They're like great friends.
That's so weird because I've always thought that Austin and Maddie are like close. That's so because Austin is one of the people that I was thinking like I would like to see go.
Yeah, like
he scares me. I'm really he makes me very nervous.
Ideally, I would take out Swetha right now because I feel like she's a bigger threat than Austin. But since they're so close, I think Austin would be a good person to get out too. Every time I meet with someone from Fotia, I feel like I don't know if they're being genuine or not because I've never spoken to them before. So I talked to Finn and he says that he'll vote Austin out and he'll convince Maddie and Swetha. So as of now, they're telling me and Anthony that Austin's going home, but I also think that it could be me or Anthony. Like, I'm not 100% positive.
Are you and Anthony like gonna thinking of voting him out?
Austin was like, I don't think they're coming for us. I think they want Carly out. I was like, oh yeah, just go with the majority, you know.
Yeah.
But I'd rather see Austin out than
I would too.
Carly.
Fotia is still in control, but like we talked with Anthony and Big H, and they both want to send Austin home.
Here we are, OG Fotia.
OG Fotia, we're back.
So basically, it's kind of up to us.
It is up to us.
I think like even going into Friday's challenge, like Fotia, like we knew there was gonna be a tribe swap happening, so we had all talked and been like, listen, like no matter what, like let's stay loyal, like let's try to talk. So I think that was really good that like we had that foundation going into this.
Within the three of them, like they're like they've like met up as like the three guys, like but like I don't think they trust each other. I really don't think they trust each other, which means they could definitely get people to like
Who did
turn on each other?
Who did Big H want to send
They were looking to send Austin home. Which is like
So I really want to target Anthony. I can get Austin to vote with us while also maintaining good relations with everyone on Old Fotia.
Here's the thing about Austin. If like we want to like honestly like okay, that's kind of mean, but like if we want to send him home, like I'm fine with that. But I like
Oh my god.
I like know Austin outside of this, but I'm
right.
I haven't like I obviously like I literally like trust you guys more, and I also like feel like I could like talk to him and maybe have sway, but I don't know if that's
I'm
worth
just
it,
worried like
you know,
because going forward, because I kind of see him as like as sort of like he's like very very manipulative and could like go
I feel like he's a
either
big
way.
player, like
Big
player,
player, and
like
I think it would just like I think it's in like almost everyone on this tribe's best interest.
Me and Swetha really wanted to push Anthony, but they were not having it. They were very, very set on Austin. And I tried to say, oh, you know, like, obviously, like, I'm loyal to you guys, but, like, I think I can get information from him, which is true. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I am going to be loyal to Old Fotia. But they were like, no. Like, what can we say without exposing ourselves and, like, fighting so hard to the point where it gets suspicious?
Do you guys think, I feel like if we all like know we're gonna vote Austin off, like I feel like is like could we just like tell him like that we're voting him off, or should it be like a blindside?
We could like bring it up during tribal itself.
Yeah.
Because then it's not as much.
He's doing so mad at me. I'm so scared.
So the four of us decided today that we were gonna take out Austin, which is really sad for me and Maddie because we're really good friends with Austin outside of the game. But I think we can all agree that he's a little bit suspicious, like a little snaky, and someone who kind of puts his own intentions first and will kind of do whatever it takes to win.
So how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm like nervous. I'm
Same.
excited. I don't know.
That's how I am, especially with coming into Fotia and Austin, Hector, and I kind of being in the minority of this, and that is like really scary. I know I feel like I'm not ready to go home, but like it easily could be me. And like I've sort of accepted that, but I don't want to accept it at the same time.
No.
Because I feel like I have so much more to prove in this game. Finn's possibly going to vote with us, and I hope he does, in voting Austin out, because that would just work out perfectly for everyone's game. And the only reason I could be a target this week is because I'm Katai coming on to a new Fotia with old Fotia members.
I don't know. Like I guess I'm like between Big H and like Austin. With Austin, like it's hard because like we're friends.
Yeah.
But like again, like in the game, I just like have heard a lot of stuff about him like being like sus.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you have like any intel.
I don't know if that's enough for me to vote his name, especially since we are from the same tribe.
I just met with Anthony now, and I just feel like he's so suspicious too, because I know that him and Carly met, and then he really firmly told Carly that he wants to vote out Austin, but then when I met with him, he was defending Austin, and I just feel really confused now because he said one thing to her and one thing to me.
Like I guess the three names on my mind for today would probably be like Finn, Carly, or Austin if it came down to it.
Yeah. Just our conversation was really like weird and vague, and he just wouldn't tell me what he was thinking, and he just kept saying whatever the majority's doing. I did hear your name, but like I heard like Austin's name more, and like, yeah, I think it might come down to like Austin. I feel like he's someone who very much like his goal is like get to merge, like do whatever it takes to get to merge. And I feel like, again, like similar to Austin, like we'll kind of take down like whoever it takes to get there.
Cool. So how did your conversation go with Anthony and Big H?
So basically, I was like, I should reach out to them, right? Like, we should talk. And they were like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to vote. And it was just that for like 10 minutes. And I was like, all right, come on. Let's go. It's not necessarily like a picking sides thing. My ideal would be to kind of get everyone to vote for the same person and have Big H and Anthony and Swetha and Maddie, like if we're all going for the same person. I think that I just have to kind of vote with the majority and, you know, go from there. I really, like, it sucks, and this game does suck in that way because everyone's really sweet and everyone's a really great person, and so like I don't want to have to go back on anyone, and like I am trying to, you know, vote with Big H and Anthony, but you know, if Swetha and Maddie comes to me and they're like, we're gonna vote for Anthony, like it'll probably be a split-second decision for me.
I think me and Swetha were more like leaning towards Anthony.
Okay.
Just because I feel like he's so smart. I feel like his game, like, socially, like, I don't know, what was he like on your tribe? Did he have a lot of alliances?
He actually is the one who like created the Just plan.
I was basically just trying to get as much information as possible because, you know, in this game, literally information is your form of currency. So to him, it was obviously who are voting out, but for me, it was more how much information can I get before I have to vote you out.
There was kind of like a web thing where like Jackie and I each individually would talk to people. So like I would talk to Anissa, who usually would talk to Big H, and then Jackie would talk to Anthony, who would usually talk to like Jess and stuff like that.
I mean, a reason to keep Austin is because I know Austin is going to be loyal to me. I know that wherever I say to vote, Austin's going to vote. But he is such a huge target, and the fact that people know that me and him are friends, that almost makes like me kind of a target just because I'm associated with him.
Yeah.
Like I think that it's dumb. Yeah, I think it's like dumb for anyone on Old Fotia to flip when like we already like have the numbers, you know?
Yeah. I'm just worried that the numbers would be against me.
Yeah, it's just really upsetting because he keeps talking about how he's like really excited to play the game with me, and I was really excited to play with him, and I'm really sad that I have to vote him out, and I'm like lying to his face, and I can't tell him that I am voting him out.
I'm like totally down. I honestly, like when the tribe swap happened, I was like, yes. Because I ended up with you and Swetha, and I was like, this is the OG Fotia. But yeah.
Cool.
Is there something you're not telling me?
No.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you gave me that look, and I was like, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. For a second, you like looked at me, and I was like, are you not telling me something? Am I going home tonight?
I think he could tell that I was lying because he was saying things like, why are you looking at me like that? Because I looked like a sad puppy. I was like, because I didn't want to like lie to him, and I felt really bad.
Cool. I want to be like in.
I know.
Yeah, so like,
okay. Can I stop it?
Yeah.
Austin's going home.
But then also the thing is, I don't know what my disadvantage is going to come in play.
Katai, I knew who was being genuine. I knew people I could trust, and this is just a new game, and you don't know anything right now. It's a completely different game, so I can't trust anyone 100% besides Anthony.
We told him because we didn't want him to be blindsided So we just were like, oh, just so you're like warned, like everyone's like voting for you.
Welcome to your first tribal council as a new tribe. Maddie, when we switched the tribes up and you got into the new Fotia, what was your immediate reaction to it?
I honestly feel like the new tribe is pretty balanced. Like, I think with the tribe swap, I was nervous that it was going to be like 1 versus 6 or something, but I feel like it's pretty evenly split, so that makes me happy.
So you say it's evenly split, however, it is 4 original Fotia and 3 original Katai. Anthony, does that worry you right off the bat?
It did at the beginning because I was like, oh crap, I'm on a team full of old Fotia members, and with Austin, Hector, and I being Katai members, we definitely felt like we're in the minority this time around.
Carly, is that as simple as it is? 4 Fotia, 3 Katai, is that how it seems like the divide is going into tribal council?
I definitely think there's a little bit more of like an open line of communication between like old Fotia members, just because we are used to talking to each other and we already have like those established relationships. But from what I can tell, like there's been a lot of talking like just throughout the tribe in general. I think everyone's been pretty open, so.
So Austin, how do you decide who to vote off going into this tribal council?
Well, I think you pick someone who is strong, so therefore, like, I'm not stupid, like, I know what's going to happen tonight, so just wanted to put that out there, because clearly it's going to be the same thing that happened with Jess with last time, where, you know, you make a plan with people on your tribe, and then someone kind of flips the entire thing, and you're going to be going home tonight, so, yeah.
So you're dropping a few hints here, but what do you think is going to happen tonight?
Clearly I'm going to go home, like, big shocker. I just figured because that's what happened last time. You know, there's like open line of communication between everyone except for, you know, one person. And so clearly, you know, something's going to happen there because, you know, why not? Send me home, right?
So Swetha, why is a lot of the talk around Austin right now, or why is Austin saying that he's going to go home?
I mean, I think when it comes down to a vote like this, like as you said in the beginning, it's hard because it is 4 old Fotia and 3 old Katai.
But that's not even like that's not even what happened. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like the 4 old Fotia members tried to, you know, come for me. It's people from my old team.
Big H, is what he's saying correct? Is it you guys who is going for Austin?
I'm just going with the flow. I think that everyone's playing their own game. It's nothing personal. We're all doing what's best for our own individual games. At the end of the day, I'm going to do what's best for me, just like everyone else is. So that's what it is.
So Austin, you're saying it's you tonight.
Yes.
You obviously don't want to go home.
Yeah.
So if not you, who do you think it should be?
Well, you know, I'm just going to throw it out there. Like, the whole Jess thing was Anthony. And so, you know, yeah.
Really?
Like, yes, because you told Jess that everyone's voting for me. And then you kind of got everyone to vote for Jess.
That wasn't the case.
Yeah.
The case was, we were going to vote you out that week, and then I was talking to Jackie, and I told her the 3 names that had been put out were Austin, Jess, and Hallie. And she said, I'm probably going to go Jess or Hallie, and I said, understandable, I'm probably going to go Austin, Hallie. Anissa came to Big H and I and said, I'd rather get Jess out because I know I cannot trust her, and I'm like, okay, perfectly fine, we'll do that. I went with what Anissa told me you told her, so therefore you're the one that orchestrated that, not me.
Okay.
All right. So, Carly, clearly there's a lot, even between old tribe mates, there's still a lot of tension. How much does trust kind of play into this moving forward?
I think trust plays into it like a pretty good amount. I think trust is really strong on Old Fotia right now, and like, so I feel good about it. And yeah, trust is a big factor, I would say.
So while all fingers seem to be pointed at Austin right now, there's still more tribal councils coming after this. Who feels like they are at the bottom of the tribe right now? So the 3 Katai members. So Big H, why get rid of someone like Austin if that could make you guys a target in the future?
Like I said, I think we think long term in a way. Sometimes you have to make new connections.
Anthony, is there anyone else on this tribe who you think would be a better target besides Austin?
Honestly, right now, my head's just in Austin's name right now, because it has been something that we've been talking about for a couple weeks. So right now, I'm not going to say anything because Austin's just my number 1 right now.
Finn, as an old Fotia member, this has to sound pretty good to you that the old Katai members are targeting each other.
I do worry about like the future, like who knows what's gonna happen. Like right now, in this moment, I feel like pretty good about what's about to happen in terms of like my game, but that's all subject to change, like regardless of who is up for elimination and stuff.
Austin, it seems like all fingers are pointed at you right now. So this is your chance right now to say, why not you? Why keep you in this game right now?
Yeah, you know, I think the bottom line is like everyone here wants to get to merge and you want to keep really, really strong players on your team. And like, I think there's a reason why my name's been tossed out, you know, 3 weeks in a row now. And I think that's because people do think I'm a strong competitor and therefore like you want to get me out so you'll have a better shot later on. Like, I totally get that. But why not try to keep those strong people on your team so you don't have to go to elimination again, and you can keep sending the other team home and they have to eliminate people, and then therefore everyone makes it to merge.
So before we get to the vote, Anthony, our last Temple of Risk,
I forgot.
Our last Temple of Risk you participated in. Can you tell me the results of that Temple of Risk?
I got the disadvantage. This was like 2 weeks ago. I completely forgot about this.
Alright, so the disadvantage was kept secret until this vote. So Anthony, we're going to give you the disadvantage now. You're going to open it up and you're going to read it out loud.
Sounds fun. This disadvantage will require you to vote publicly at this tribal council. This means everyone will know who your vote will be against. After reading this disadvantage, you will not go into the other room to vote. You will instead announce who it is you will be voting for in front of all the players at tribal. You will announce your vote before the rest of formal voting commences. You have 30 seconds maximum to make up your mind.
Alright, so take 30 seconds if you want, and then whenever you're ready, you're going to tell me who you want to vote
Should
for.
we count for him?
I don't think I need it. I'm going to vote Austin.
Alright, so that's one vote Austin. For the rest of you, it's time to vote. Finn, you're up.
Cool. Where am I going? Austin has been one of the strongest competitors in the game, so...
This is the hardest vote yet, for sure.
R.I.P. Fun while it lasted.
If anybody has the hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That would have been so cool.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted off will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. Austin. That's 2 votes, Austin. Anthony. 1 vote, Anthony. 2 votes, Austin. Austin. Fifth person voted out of Survivor Boston Palamedes. Austin. Did you bring your vote?
It's been real, everyone.
Austin, the job is spoken. Go ahead and head out.
Cool.
First tribal council as a new tribe. Seemed to be a clear vote, but now someone else has to be on the bottom. Grab yourself, head on out. Good night.
Yeah.
Damn, you're practicing.
Like, nobody's to be on the bottom earlier.
Next time on Survivor Boston. Suspicions arise after the last vote.
I wonder if Carly and Anthony are like closer than she was making come off.
And some contestants have a change of heart.
They weren't fooling me by being like, Anna, you're a valuable member of our team.
I definitely had a great time playing. I think everyone was really awesome to work with, and it's kind of fun because we can be really competitive, but also it's like everyone with this common, thread. We all kind of are having the same experience, so it's been fun. At the end of the day, you can't prevent some things from happening, so, I get it. Take out a really strong player because I was most likely going to be a threat to everyone later on, I'd like to think. And so, for everyone ahead, I just hope that they watch their alliances. If there's anything I could have done differently, probably being more on top of maybe what was going to happen tonight, maybe being more, as soon as we lost, maybe trying to be proactive with that. But, losing Jackie and Anissa on Katai really, I think, did kind of push me over the edge and made me lose tonight. So, but it's okay.